Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Raider Vision. Game 2, Rutgers Newark women's softball taking on the visiting Kean Cougars. Kean taking the first game of this doubleheader, improving their record to 13-2 overall as the Scarlet Raiders drop to 0-6. Starting lineups for the Kean Cougars today, batting first is number 7, Paige Metz. Batting second, number 12, Taryn Di Giacomo. Batting third, number 11, Jen Majorzak. Batting fourth, number 24, Maddie Carlson. Batting fifth, number 15, Sarah Zengel. Batting sixth, number 18, Skylar Hengeveld. Batting seventh, number 5, Nicole Vasallo. Batting eighth, number 8, Courtney Sherwood. Batting ninth, number 6, Maria Bonfanti. And the 10th player is number 22, Carly Messina. Tom Krichkowski, who do you have for the starters for Rutgers Newark?
Similar lineup to game one with a few switches. Jackie Root still leads the team off, playing shortstop. Batting second and playing second, Masha Corbett. Batting third and pitching, number 24, Jackie Lara. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 2, Michelle McMillan. Batting fifth and catching, number 19, Megan Tomaselli. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 14, Alex DiMartino. Batting seventh and playing third, number 28, Lauren Hernandez. Batting eighth and playing first, number 15, Maddie DiGiorgio. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 11, Brianna Hernandez. Paige Metz will lead off here for the Cougars. She wound up going 2 for 4 in game one with a pair of hits and 2 RBIs.
Paige, the leadoff hitter for the Cougars, will face a new pitcher, Jackie Lara. The right-hander deals. And it'll be called ball. 1-0 the count. Little movement on that pitch by Lara for the strike. 1-1. Contrast in styles for the opening pitcher for Rutgers from game one. That was Paige Masiello, who had a rough outing in the first inning, but settled back down and pitched pretty well for the rest of this game as Lara gives up a deep fly ball to center field. Getting underneath it for the put-away is Michelle McMillan for the Scarlet Raiders. One away. As Taryn DiGiacomo steps into the box. Taryn pitched 3 scoreless innings in the first game of this doubleheader today.
Can't forget that inside the park home run.
Absolutely. Taryn, a good all-around player. Senior out of Saddlebrook, New Jersey. She's evens the count at 1 apiece.
She finished game one 1 for 4. Inside the park home run. And then a pair of groundouts before the fielder's choice.
That's going to be low ball 2. Taryn also caught a line drive off of her cheek. But no, she's been icing that between games today. She glanced off the left side of her lower jaw. And she stayed in the game but came out after the third inning.
Strike zone still remaining a bit wide after the switch from the field ump to the behind the plate umpire. As we pause play as a practice ball was left out in left center.
Get that out of the way.
Alex DiMartino making the throw in. Move that ball from the field of play.
We don't want any confusion. But there was no doubting that convincing win by the Cougars in game one, number 1, 9-0, called after 5 innings as the 8-run rule was in effect. But it's all about game 2 here at Frederick Douglass Field. That ball is going to be high and outside. Count now full to the leadoff hitter.
Alex could have possibly used that ball to her advantage later in the game. You know, a little closer, easier to pick up, but sportsmanship prevailed.
DiGiacomo grounded out to the third baseman. And
that's Lauren Hernandez making the play.
A nice play by Lauren. Lauren getting the start at third. And that's going to be low and outside, ball 1. Lauren Hernandez making that play. Lauren's a freshman from Jersey City. Made that one look easy for the second out of the day here for game number 2.
Majorczyk went 0 for 2 in game 1. 2 walks, pop up the shortstop, and fly out to center. Looking for a first hit in today's game. Fouls that one off.
I got to say, though, this is definitely a better top half of the first inning for the Scarlet Raiders. As Maddie Carlson, as number 24, Jackie Lara, seems very dialed in the early going. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here with the 2-1 count. Make it 3-1 now.
Can't let this batter get away from you because you don't want things to
unravel early.
Yes. Get dialed in, get this out, get your team and your bats going.
And drawing the walk is number 11, Jen Majorczyk, for the Cougars. And the number 4 batter, Maddie Carlson, who had a couple of hits in the first game. The cleanup hitter, solid player all around, is Maddie Carlson for the Kean Cougars. Kean nationally ranked this season, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And we'll have runners at the corners as Maddie Carlson continues her torrid streak at the plate. And it will be the number 5 hitter, number 15, Sarah Zengel.
Again, John, Kean continues to just put it over, out of reach of the infield or the outfield.
And stealing second will be Carlson.
Yeah, that's an easy play right there.
Don't want to risk the runner on third coming home.
It's a good job by Tomaselli eating that ball.
And the junior takes a call strike.
Although.
And 2 outs, 1-1 to Zengel.
Infielders there probably should have been aware of the count and how many outs there are. Maybe had Tomaselli throw, but cut the ball off before it fully reaches second and make the throw home.
Always a good thing to do. Try to fake out the base runner on third.
See that move employed plenty of times.
Yes, of course. So runners on second and third, 1 and 2. And that's ripped down the left field line. Foul.
Zengel went 2 for 3 in game 1. 2 singles and 2 RBIs before popping out or flying out to the center fielder in her last at bat.
So Jackie Lara looking to get out of a jam here in the early going in the top half of the first inning. And Lara, the right-hander, deals. That's going to be low, ball 2.
certainly seems like in the early goings of these at-bats, the strike zone is very wide. But as the strike count increases, the
Gets
strike
a little
zone
more narrow.
tighter, yes.
Yeah. And Lara deals again. That's going to be another ball outside. Count is now full at 3-2 with 2 out. Payoff pitch is upon us. As Lara looks for the sign, Zengel digs in, and that's going to be ripped foul in front of the Rutgers Newark bench. As Zengel stays alive, count remains full. Lara deals, and that's going to be hit right to the third baseman.
Great play there by
Great
Lauren Hernandez.
play. Hernandez getting tested early and comes up with the put away. So getting out of the jam was Jackie Lara, as Rutgers Newark will come up to hit here in the first inning at Frederick Douglass Field in Newark, New Jersey. It's game 2. Softball between the Kean Cougars and your Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Frederick Douglass Field, Newark, New Jersey. Bottom half of the first inning. Your Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders coming to the plate for their first at-bat of this game number 2. Kean Cougars taking the first game 9-0 in 5 innings. And now batting the leadoff hitter for your Scarlet Raiders, number 22, Jackie Arut. Jackie with a couple of hits in the first game. She's been a stalwart all season long for the Scarlet Raiders.
Jackie Root went 1 for 3 in game 1, single in the first inning before getting thrown out from the second baseman, and then 2 innings later popped up to the second baseman.
Just 1 hit in game 1. Make it 1 hit in game 2, and it could be extra bases. Arut will round second, looking to turn a double into a triple. Slides safely into third. Jackie Arut with a leadoff triple to get things going here in game number 2. And that's what you like to see out of the Scarlet Raiders.
That's what you want from your seniors.
And staying into the game is the pitcher for the Kean Cougars, Carly Messina, who pitched 3 beautiful innings to end game number 1, or I should say 2 innings. And we'll start this game off here for the Kean Cougars, giving up a big triple to Jackie Arut. And our second batter of the day, Masha Corbett, number 4.
Jackie Root has 2 double triples on the season, make that her 3rd. Leads the team. The only other triple on the team recorded by Michelle McMillan.
She was a little hesitant rounding second, but Seamster, the third base coach, giving her the green light to stretch that into a triple, and good that they did. Runner in scoring position here with no outs in the bottom of the first.
After seeing what Kean did in game 1 and how your bats went cold, while your bats are hot now, strike while the iron's hot, they say.
Exactly.
Just, you know what, get the runner on third so you don't even have to think about holding up or third. Base is hit into a gap, you go.
hopefully they can capitalize on that as that foul ball catches the face mask of Masha Corbett. Masha, a junior out of Phillipsburg, New Jersey.
I remember playing Little League John. Not liking the face mask, but face mask coming in handy there for Corbett.
Yeah, absolutely. And stroking that down the first base side is Corbett. But making the easy put away is number 15, Sarah Zengel, the first baseman, who tags out Corbett for the first out of the inning. And a big
Jackie
shot.
helping her own cause.
Jackie Lara, a shot over the left fielder's head for the stand-up double, and scoring on the play is number 22, Jackie Arut. So the two Jackies coming to play here in game number 2 as the Scarlet Raiders get on the board on the RBI double by Jackie Lara. 1-0. And it's nice to be able to say that as McMillan steps in. And Carly Messina in some trouble here in inning number 1. Still just 1 out. Lara, the runner on second for Rutgers Newark. McMillan at the plate. 2-0. Messina deals. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
John, I just saw a pitcher and catcher go into the bullpen, start warming up for Kean.
Okay. All right.
Couldn't catch a number.
Some early action in the Cougars bullpen as down on strike swinging is Michelle McMillan for the second out of the inning. 2 away, Messina settling down a little bit as the catcher will be the next batter for Rutgers Newark. That's Megan Tomaselli. Swing and a miss, Tomaselli, 0-1 the count.
And the way Messina's dealing right now, she may have seen out of the corner of her eye her teammates go to start warming up. A little incentive.
Feel a little pressure. Tomaselli fouls this one out of play off the facade of the Annex building. As the sun begins to take on an interesting angle here for especially tough for the right fielder with that direct sunlight in their eyes. That's going to be a ball. 1-2 now the count to Tomaselli. 2 away, Scarlet Raiders up by 1, runner on second. And the catcher Tomaselli will swing away, and that'll do it. Strike 3. Tomaselli down on strikes as the pitcher Carly Messina rebounding after giving up 1 run here, and after 1 inning of play, the Scarlet Raiders 1, Kean Cougars 0. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the top of the second inning as the Scarlet Raiders have taken an early 1-0 lead against the visiting nationally ranked Kean Cougars in NJAC softball action. Now batting for Kean, number 18, Skylar Hengeveld, the number 6 hitter.
Hengeveld went 1 for 2 in game 1, got hit by a pitch, hit a single to left center, takes strike one.
Strike from number 24, Jackie Lara, who had a RBI.
Jackie Lara just walked 1 and allowed 1 hit so far in the first inning.
What was it?
They were
And the pitch by Lara. High ball 2. Count even now at 2. Lara deals. And it's straight to the third baseman. Nice play by number 28, Lauren Hernandez, for her second putout.
Third putout
Of the afternoon. Make it 3 for Lauren Hernandez. Starting at third base here in game number 2. The freshman out of Jersey City, New Jersey.
Lauren Hernandez not playing in game 1. Game 2 getting the start and quickly letting her presence known. Putting 3 outs.
She's looking real solid at third base, the hot corner.
Put right in the line of fire and doing a great job.
Good eye.
Vassallo going 0 for 2 in game 1 with a walk.
Vassallo digs in. It's 2-0. Lara deals. Strike. Taken all the way was Vassallo. Count now 2-1. Ball. 3-1 now the count. We're in the top of this second inning here at Frederick Douglass Field.
2 hits for the Scarlet Raiders, 1 for the Cougars. I'm sorry, John.
No, I was going to say the new pitcher for the Scarlet Raiders puts one right down the middle. That's into the gap. Oh, a diving play by the center fielder for Rutgers Newark and unable to come up with it. But called out, trying to extend that into a double was Vassallo, and a great throw and the tag applied by Masha Corbett for the second out of the inning. Michelle McMillan with a diving play, getting the glove on the ball, but unable to come up with it. Now in foul territory, the off-tested third baseman today, Lauren Hernandez, with yet another putout. This one taking it all by herself in a foul territory for the third out of the inning as the Scarlet Raiders hold on to the 1-0 lead. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Raider Vision as we enter the bottom of the second inning. Now batting for the Scarlet Raiders, number 14, Alex DiMartino. Alex DiMartino playing second base today.
Nope, Alex DiMartino's playing left field.
Left field. I thought she was the number 6 hitter. Oh, number 6 in the batting order. My bad. Thought that was position 6. Safe is DiMartino. Great hustle down the line as the Scarlet Raiders bench is up and active. Big cheer for DiMartino with a good hustle down the first base line, beating that throw out as she's safe at first. Lauren Hernandez, the number 7 hitter, playing third base today. And a big lead off of first after the pitch is DiMartino. Trying to maybe get a little bit under the skin of Carly Messina, the pitcher for Kean. And squaring around to bunt.
Pass ball there.
Is Lauren Hernandez. That pitch will get past the catcher, Hengeveld. And now standing at second base is DiMartino.
DiMartino thought about going to third there with nobody threatening to get her out at second.
Messina deals, swing and a miss.
She decided against it and just walked back over to second base.
1-2 now the count to Lauren Hernandez as she checks the signs from her third base coach and the head coach, Caitlin Seamster. And down on strikes is Hernandez for the first out of the inning. It'll be Madison DeGiorgio's turn. Madison out of Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, a freshman. Batting 8th in the order.
Swings and misses on the first pitch.
DeGiorgio with an interesting batting stance as she starts wide and then steps back into the box as the pitch unfolds. Swing and a miss. DeGiorgio down quickly on strikes. Credit Carly Messina for getting 2 strikeouts in a row as the Scarlet Raiders are down to their last out. And it's a foul tip strike. It's Brianna Hernandez, the number 9 hitter.
Brianna went 1 for 2 in game 1. Single just over the shortstop's head.
That's a nice pitch by Messina.
Struck out swinging in the second inning.
Hernandez in the hole at 0-2 with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position is DiMartino at second. One and two now the count to Brianna Hernandez. Carly Messina, the right-hander, deals. And that's smacked into foul territory down the left field line. Running out of room was the left fielder for the Cougars.
Messina has tossed 31 pitches so far in this young game.
And staying alive, getting a piece of that one was Brianna Hernandez. Hernandez choking up just a little bit on the bat as that ball is low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
DiMartino on second via a successful bunt to first before moving over to second via pass ball.
And It's turning into a good at-bat as hanging tough is Brianna Hernandez, the sophomore out of Jersey City. She steps back in. Oh, Messina takes something off of that beautiful pitch. And going fishing was Brianna Hernandez, a little bit out in front for the third out of the inning. We've completed 2 at Frederick Douglass Field. Rutgers Newark 1, Kean College nothing. We'll be back after this.
Fans, we'd like to remind you, if you're looking for Rutgers University Newark athletics gear, head on over to RutgersNewarkAthletics.com and click the shop button, where you can find all your Rutgers Newark athletics apparel for general needs or for team specific. Newly launched just this week. So go on over to RutgersNewarkAthletics.com and click the shop button to check out all of your Rutgers Newark apparel.
So, Tom, what's the story with the fans? We are allowed, is it two parents per child, per student? How does it work?
So, NJAC rule, along with Rutgers University Newark, you're allowed 2 parents per student athlete.
I see. So for today's game, both parents could come if they wanted to.
Correct. No visiting fans allowed.
And who checks? Does anyone check to see if it's like the parent, the ID? How does that work?
Well, the parents have to go sit up top. I mean, there's a security guard roaming up there. So.
Okay, I got you. Just curious. We're glad to see some fans here today. Parents of Rutgers players. We got a fair amount of fans up in the upper bleachers.
Yep.
So we thank our parents for their support here this afternoon.
And in order to help reduce exposure to the student athletes, the only seating available is up in the left field bleachers. Normally, we have 5 sets of bleachers out that span from left field to right field. Those not accessible this season due to COVID protocol.
Absolutely. And it's Maria Bonfanti at 1-1. Nice bunt. And she's going to be safe. Catching Scarlet Raiders napping a little bit on the infield, but I got to tell you, that was an absolute perfect dead bunt about 10 feet in front of the catcher, Tomaselli. And if you're going to hit it anywhere, that was the place to hit it, as Bonfanti is safe at first with the infield hit. And it will be Paige Metz.
Paige looking to find some of the success she had in game 1.
And running on the play is Bonfanti, and she'll be safe. She has a kind of a half head first slide to get around the potential tag. Never got there. Bonfanti looks like she might be a little shaken up, but she seems to be okay. As Bonfanti now in scoring position for Kean, and Bonfanti takes off again, and she will be safe with a head first slide into third. Maria Bonfanti running wild out there for the Kean Cougars.
Wasting absolutely no time.
So with no outs, Bonfanti on first for Kean, and Coach Caitlin Seamster will come out to talk to her starting pitcher, number 24, Jackie Lara.
Head coach Seamster's probably talking about, paying attention within the infield, knowing that this girl's going to steal.
Having to focus.
Because that's twice now where Bonfanti just, without any opposition, ran from first all the way over to third with 2 stolen bases.
Seemed to have her way on the base path there with not a lot of pushback. And with 0 outs, Bonfanti on third. The Cougars are threatening here in the top of the 3rd inning. That's going to be ball 2, ball 3, 3-0 now.
Jackie Lara's got to forget that Bonfanti even exists over on third right now and take care of Metz in front of her. 3-0.
That's going to be a base hit up the middle. RBI for Paige Metz. The leadoff hitter coming in to score is Maria Bonfanti, who stole second and then stole third and is now in with a run scored, evening it at 1 here in the top of the 3rd inning. That's going to be poked out into left field for the base hit. Still no outs. Runners on first and second. And a nice piece of hitting by number 12, Taryn DiGiacomo, as she put that in a perfect spot.
Majorchuk up to the plate here. Runners on first and second. Still no outs.
Jen, the number 3 hitter, and she'll take a call. Ball 1 from the home plate umpire. 1-0. As this rally seems to continue for Kean. Gorgeous bunt sacrifice and beating it out at first.
Second
to load the
bunt.
bases.
It's not what you want. Your defense needs to be aware of these bunts. The second one in the same inning. Can't happen.
How do you say her name, Tom?
Majorchuk.
Majorchuk with a heads-up bunt on that play to load the bases with no outs and a huge opportunity now for number 24, quite arguably the best hitter on this Cougars team, number 24, Maddie Carlson. And Maddie strokes a double down the left field line as 1 run scores, 2 run scores, 3-run double for Maddie Carlson as she clears the bases and jumped all over that first pitch as it was a rifle down the left field line, just fair, as the number 4 hitter Carlson comes up big as the Cougars take a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning.
And you said it, John, right before she took that pitch out in the left field, one of the best hitters for their team, and she comes up big with a 3 RBI double.
And now Sarah Zengel, who had a couple of hits in the first game. Will look to continue this no-out rally for the Kean Cougars, ranked 11th nationally in the country. And even with a roster that's missing a few players today for the Cougars, they haven't missed a beat. And that'll be low in the dirt. Doing a nice job of holding on to that ball was the catcher for the Scarlet Raiders, Megan Tomaselli. As Jackie Lara is getting tested here in the early going.
It seems that Kean has just exploded in 1 inning, and that is what's determined this game. Game 1, 6 runs coming in the first.
It was the first inning, yep.
And this one's shaping up to be the 3rd inning where their bats just come alive.
Most of the damage is being done, yeah. Well, I'd like to see how Jackie Lara responds to this. With no outs, it's important that she settle down, focus on the task at hand, and try to stop the bleeding here in the 3rd inning. Kean's got a runner in scoring position with the number 5 batter. Up at the plate And that was a pitch that looked to be right on the corner, but a ball is called. Count now full. And that's going to be poked out in a short right field. Oh, and falling down on the play is the right fielder for the Scarlet Raiders, and a run will score.
Right fielder, Brianna Hernandez.
You know, you can't fault Brianna on that. The sun is directly in her eyes. She came in to make the play and took a little bit of a slide, landing on her rear end. With a ball stayed in front of her, which is good. Needless to say, the 5th run of the inning comes in for the Kean Cougars. Still no outs as this rally continues for Kean. Taking something off of that pitch was Lara, but it will be ball number 2.
Kean's really showing why they're the 8th ranked team in the country currently. Game 1 all came in the first inning with 6 runs, and right now.
And Skylar Hengeveld turns on that one,
5
but
runs
she's
here
way ahead of it.
in the top of the 3rd.
And the lights have come on, Tom.
Yep.
Maybe a little early for the lights. What do you think? No?
Well, you got to give them time to warm up, and you don't want any darkness between twilight hours.
Okay. All right. It gives players the chance to sort of transition smoothly.
Nice pitch there by Lara, low and inside. Got Hengeveld to
Who's doing the scoreboard today, Tom? I want to give a little shout out.
Scoreboard is Deirdre Mackin.
Deirdre's doing the scoreboard today. Okay. Excellent job, Deirdre. Don't work too hard over there, Deirdre.
Strikeout there for Jackie Lara.
For the first out of the inning. And it's going to be number 5 for Kean, Nicole Vasallo, the number 7 hitter. Nicole looking to turn 2, and a gorgeous, just beating it out was Vasallo. That was close to being a gorgeous double play. I got a little bit ahead of myself. That was close. 2 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. 5-1, Cougars with the lead. And that'll be called strike. Courtney Sherwood getting the start today, the freshman out of Philadelphia, PA. That's going to be outside. 1-1. 2-0. Courtney Sherwood, the number 8 hitter today.
I believe the count is 1-1, John. Scoreboard is incorrect.
See, I give Deirdre a little shout out. And look, mistakes aplenty. I'm just kidding, Deirdre.
There's the umpire confirming my suspicions.
There you go, Tom. Tom was right. It's 2-1 now to count 2 outs.
I have enough things in front of me letting me know the count. I should get that right.
Courtney Sherwood staying alive, making the count now 2-2 as that foul ball goes down into left field territory.
Sherwood's first at-bat, she fouled out to Lauren Hernandez at third base, so that's her direction. Everything is hitting that way. She fouls that one back. Six hits in this inning for Kean.
Yeah, an explosive inning for sure as Sherwood looks to continue the inning, but it's going to be a called strike 3 as Sherwood goes down looking to end this inning for Kean. 4 runs scored to make it 5-2. 5-1. And the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders will be coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third in just a moment. It will be Jackie Arute, the shortstop, leading things off here in the bottom of the third inning.
Jackie tripled in the first inning, was eventually brought home by Jackie Lara. First pitch fouled away. Scarlet Raiders have some work to do here. Down 4 runs, 5-1. It all starts here with Arute.
Not as big as a mountain to climb as in game number 1, that's for sure. If Arute can get things going here in the bottom of the third, hopefully the bats will get going. Ooh, that's a big shot into dead center field. Hits the base of the fence and striding into second with a stand-up double to get things going here in the bottom of the third is Jackie Arute.
That one just short of the power. It
Absolutely
needed to go over the center field wall. If that was to either corner, Jackie's trotting around the bases for a home run.
So she started things off with a triple, now a stand-up double in inning number 3 as Jackie Arute
pitching change here for the Cougars
will come over to the third base coach as the new pitcher warms up for the Kean Cougars. That is number 17, Annabella Marino. The new pitcher, number 17, Annabella Marino. Annabella is a right-handed pitcher, 5'6" tall, out of Bordentown, New Jersey. So the Scarlet Raiders threatening here in the bottom of the third inning, down 4. But it's the shortstop coming up with the huge double, Jackie Arute. She's 2 for 2 on the afternoon here in game number 2. As Masha Corbett looks to continue the offensive output here in the third inning for the Scarlet Raiders. Masha
looking to just lay one down for the bunt, move Jackie over to third, which would bring up Lara once again to help her own cause and bring Jackie home. It's the tale of 2 Jackies right now.
That's right. And squaring away to bunt, and it's a beauty right to the pitcher. Nice sacrifice bunt by Masha Corbett. And Annabella Marino made the play, easy play, and put out over to the first baseman. One away, runner on third as the pitcher, Jackie Lara, steps into the box and takes strike one. One away, Lara is down 0-1 of the count. That was a gorgeous pitch by Annabella Marino.
Annabella Marino has appeared once this season, pitched to just 2 batters.
There was a lot of heat on that last pitch that puts Lara in the hole at 0-2. Lara stays alive, fouling that one off. A very free and easy windup by Annabella Marino. Kind of effortless. She's making it look easy in the circle for the Kean Cougars. As that pitch is swung on and missed by Jackie Lara, strike 3. And Marino has impressed in relief for the Kean Cougars. 2 outs now as McMillan comes in. Taking something off of that pitch was Marino for the called strike. Marino's got some good stuff here this afternoon. Strike 2.
Nice pitch there. Hit the outside corner.
This is only her second appearance?
Second appearance, and in her first appearance, she only pitched to 2 batters.
Jeez, this girl is good. Coming with a little more heat. That's going to be low and outside. Ball 1.
Kean, no shortage of good pitchers. Another reason why they
McMillan
ranked where they are.
Grounds out to the third baseman for the final out of the inning. So at the end of 3 innings of play, the score remains Kean 5, Newark 1. There was a big hit to the base of the fence by the shortstop, Jackie Arut, but unable to get the runner in were the Scarlet Raiders. So it will be 5-1 after 3. Kean with the 4-run lead. We'll be back with the start of the 4th inning right after this. You're watching Raider Vision on YouTube. And welcome back, everybody. We are about to start the top of the 4th inning here at Frederick Douglass Field in Newark, New Jersey, as the sun is beginning to set on a beautiful spring. Late afternoon, Kean Cougars taking on the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders. Game 1 won by the nationally ranked Kean Cougars.
Now, if you remember,
9-1.
Maria bunted successfully and then stole second and third in her last at-bat.
That's right, Maria Bonfanti.
As Kean batted around last inning.
Bonfanti takes for ball 2, 2-0. Maria, I guess, must have seen something in the infield, but look, they're all in pretty closely here.
Yep, they've made the adjustments this time.
That's right.
They will not allow the same thing to happen twice.
Bonfanti looking to repeat her last at-bat as she tries to drag a bunt down the third base line, but it's going to be 2-1 the count.
These masks not very beard friendly. It's tickling my face currently. I have to adjust it often.
That's right. I got to adjust mine as we speak. But Fonte, ooh, an interesting piece of hitting, but it's going to be just foul behind the bag down.
That ball danced down the third base line.
Clearly intentional.
Yes.
How she poked that as a left-handed batter.
That's what you call a slap hitter here, John.
Yeah, that's what you call it, right, Tom?
Yes.
Slapping it to the left side. And this one goes in the other direction, but it's an easy put out.
Well done
by the second baseman,
Masha
Corbett.
Great job. She played the bunt, and the slap hit was hit right at her for an easy underhand
toss. No one
toss
getting fooled this time.
Nope.
So one away here in the top of the fourth, and now batting, it's number 7, leadoff hitter, Paige Metz.
Paige Metz, 1 for 2 on the day with a single.
Ball. Wow, that looked like a strike to me. Maybe a little high.
Let me tell you, John, it's a good thing neither of us are umpires because we see things totally different from up here.
I know, a little bit of a different perspective. But Jackie Lara has looked good here in inning number 4. That's now 2-0 to Metz. Let's see what Lara's got here. And Jackie Lara deals, off-speed pitch, grounded to the second baseman. And that is a nice-looking play again by Masha Corbett. As she throws to the first baseman, Madison DeGiorgio, for the second out of the inning.
Masha Corbett being active here in this 4th inning.
Nice bunt right back to Lara, who turns and quickly throws for the 3rd out of the inning. Jackie Lara, 1, 2, 3. You gotta like it. Score remains 5-1. Scarlet Raiders coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 4th.
And that's the inning the Scarlet Raiders needed. Get your bearings, make the necessary adjustments. Head coach Caitlin Seamster did just that. She grouped her team together. I was like, look, once we get around here, this is what we need to do for each batter. You guys have now seen them in game 1, game 2. You know what their tendencies are. You know what they're going to do. Let's prepare and let's apply our game plan here. And that was done perfectly in that inning.
1, 2, 3 saves Jackie some, keeps the pitch count down a bit.
Yeah, don't want
saves
her
that
throwing
arm
200 times again.
And we've got the new pitcher who looked great in the last inning for the Kean Cougars. It's number 17, Annabella Marino. So we'll see how Annabella does here in the bottom of the 4th as the catcher steps up for Rutgers Newark. Number 19, Megan Tomaselli. Megan is sophomore out of Bound Brook, New Jersey. A stalwart behind the plate. Big anchor for this defense.
Tomaselli struck out swinging in her last at-bat. And in game 1 had a single and a strikeout to go along with an out to the shortstop as she takes strike 1 here in the outside corner.
I don't know, is it me or does Marino, there just seems to be a lot of movement on her pitches.
Yes, absolutely. She threw a screwball last inning, John, that came from the outside, hit the inside. I don't know. That motion for me is just, I can't get it down.
It's a gorgeous pitch right there to even the count at 1-1. Tomaselli seems unfazed as she digs in. Marino deals high and outside, ball 2. They call that a strike? No way.
Nope, count should be 2-1. Scoreboard.
Okay, all right, I was going to say.
Lying to us once
I'm
again.
really seeing things. And Marino.
3-1 the count, should be. Nope, 2-2. I was wrong this time. Shocker. So I guess they did call it a strike.
Marino deals. That's going to be low. Ball 3. Count is now full.
3-2. You know, I'm not sure if that umpire was keeping count of her own or looking at the scoreboard because I'm pretty sure I had that one correct.
I don't know.
Nonetheless, count is full.
Tomaselli pokes it back to the pitcher, Marino. for the easy throw. One away here in the bottom of the 4th inning as Marino continues to impress for the Cougars. So Alex DiMartino will step in for the Scarlet Raiders.
DiMartino, successful bunt in her last at-bat, takes strike 1. Shadow starting to cast over home plate, stretching its way over the first base line.
So DiMartino with a ground ball to the shortstop, and she will be out on
Shift
the
was
throw.
on the infield.
Good throw by Maddie Carlson, the number 4 hitter, with that huge 3-run double that busted this thing wide open to make it 5-1. It's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th as Marino deals. That'll be a ball 1 to Lauren Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Hernandez count now even at 1-1 with 2 away.
2 weeks from today, we'll be having a home softball game. It also shares a date with my birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We will be celebrating my birthday here.
What's that date, Tom?
April 27th.
April 27th. Is that the last doubleheader of the season?
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it might be. Now that you bring that up.
Oh! Unable to play it, but recalibrating herself and staying with it was the second baseman. Was that Courtney Sherwood?
That was indeed Courtney Sherwood.
Courtney Sherwood, with fighting off the sun, dropped the ball, stayed with it, and was able to throw out Lauren Hernandez for the 3rd out of the inning. So the score remains 5-1 as we now go to the top of the 5th inning. Staying in the game at pitcher is number 24, Jackie Lara.
I'll be turning the ripe old age of 31.
Wow. Look at you, Tom.
Last year, hit the big 3-0, was stuck inside of quarantine. A couple of friends of mine drove by
Right.
my newly purchased house, gave me a little beep, and
Nice.
went on their way.
Oh, well, at least you had some acknowledgement.
Yes.
That's
It
nice.
was nice of them to come by.
Got the acknowledgement in the new house on the big 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
This year, I don't know. You're gonna go out on a limb, Tom. Maybe 2 cars will honk, or I don't know.
Last year was a big year. Got married, bought
Really?
a house. Yes, sir. But unfortunately, quarantine, cut that all out of the picture. So we're trying again this year.
You got it all out of the way.
Yep.
So now you're in your stride. You're in your
Yep.
zone. New homeowner, new wife, a new year.
Things are looking up, John.
Things are nothing but good things from here on out. Well, congratulations all around to Mr. Everything, Tom Krichkowski, and a happy early birthday. Tom doing so much here at Rutgers Newark. Oh, right back to the pitcher, Jackie Lara, who snags it.
Way to stay alive, be
For
on your
the
toes
out.
there.
She made that look easy. Very nonchalant for the first out of the inning on the hit back to Jackie Lara. Lara deals. That's going to be poked into right field for a clean single. Once again, it's Maddie Carlson.
Her 3rd hit of the game.
That girl looks like she can do absolutely anything she wants up at the plate.
She's completely dialed in this game. Any pitch that comes her way, she's fully confident she can put it whatever she
From
wants.
San Jose, California, deciding to go to school out in the East Coast. Good for her. We're lucky to have her. At least Kean is.
It's brave of her to come over here, withstand these winters when you have that nice
right.
West Coast weather.
And no shortage of softball in the Golden State.
Nope.
So I'm sure she's got her reasons. As I said, Kean, very lucky to have the very talented Maddie Carlson, a senior this year too, batting cleanup today. And now the number 5 hitter takes a called strike. 1-2 the count to number 15, Sarah Zengel. Sarah has had 2 hits today, Tom, or was that 2 hits total?
Sarah Zengel has 1 hit today. She grounded out to the third baseman last at bat, and it seems.
Oh, great play.
She would have done so here had there not been
and
a batter.
Carlson is tagged out by number 4, Masha Corbett, on the excellent play by Lauren Hernandez. Hernandez looking like a savvy veteran out there at the hot corner. 2 outs now.
See, John, I think that's a strike.
A little low.
The way they're calling it today, that's that is a strike.
New umpire here, a home plate umpire game 2, but two outs. Lara deals high. Ball 2. And Hengeveld will take all the way, but it will be a called strike. 2-1 as Lara gets that over. Got to credit Jackie Lara for settling down quite a bit, as she's looked great since giving up that 3-run double to Maddie Carlson in inning number 3.
She just needs the help from her bats. Just 4 hits for the Scarlet Raiders in this game.
Who do you think the Sun configuration right now helps? I guess it helped Jackie Lara on that one, as going down on strikes was number 18, Hengeveld, for the final out of the inning, as the score remains Kean 5, Rutgers Newark 1, as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Speaking about the Sun, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't want to be a second baseman or right fielder currently, the way the sun is setting.
But see how the pitcher is in the sunlight, the batter is in the shade. So who's the advantage to on that? I would say it must be harder to pick up that ball going from sun to shade. I think the advantage is to the pitcher, right?
Well, the batter doesn't see the sun, and I don't think the sun is directly hitting the pitcher. So I think it's relatively neutral there. But I think it hits the right fielder and the second baseman pretty badly, that they need to use their glove to block out the sunlight.
I see that. Uh-huh.
It seems we've had some changes here for the Scarlet Raiders. We'll wait for the umpire to deliver them. Sorry, what was that? Thank you.
So coming into the game now is number 17, Jasmine Calazo, out of Old Bridge, New Jersey, a freshman. And Madison DeGiorgio will come out. And it will be Jasmine Calazzo, the 4'11" right-handed freshman, will be batting. Staying in the game at pitcher is Annabella Marino for Kean. Swinging away on the first pitch is Calazzo. She'll ground out to the first baseman for the first out of the inning. Nice aggressive swing by Jasmine. Not wasting any time.
That was just Collazo's third at-bat of the season. No hits to her name.
That's going to be low ball 1 to Brianna Hernandez. 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 away. Hernandez takes ball 2. 2-0. Marino has looked pretty darn good here since coming in in a relief role. That one's fouled away. 2-1 now, the count.
If things stay the way they are, she'll pick up the win. Her first win of the season.
Good looking pitch to even it at 2-2. And Hernandez check swing down the first base line. That will be handled by the first baseman, Zengel, for the easy, unassisted out. On the ground out by Hernandez for out number 2. As Jackie Root.
She's 2 out of 4 on her way to the cycle. Triple in the first inning, double in the third.
And that one is fouled out of play.
See if she can either pick up a home run or a single at this at-bat.
They say the triple and the double aren't they the 2 hardest to get?
Yes.
So, there you go. High and outside, 1-1.
But as Marino, you got to know it's the best hitter for the Scarlet Raiders. You got to be a little wary of where your pitches wind up when they cross the plate.
And that's right down the middle.
And as I say that meatball comes over the plate, and Jackie Root just misses it, gets under it. She's swinging for the fences there. She knows.
She took a shot at it.
She wants to put things in her own hands, put the team on her back, put one over the wall, bring herself in.
And a Root now 1-2. That's going to be outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Kean with a 4-run lead. Root looking to get things going. Right back to the pitcher, Marino, who throws to the first baseman, number 15, Sarah Zengel, for the put away, and that's going to do it after 5 innings. Kean 5, Scarlet Raiders 1, and we'll be back with 6th inning action right after this. And we are getting ready to start the 6th inning here at Frederick Douglass Field, downtown Newark, New Jersey. This is game 2 of Rutgers Newark softball as the visiting Kean Cougars come to the plate. And that's going to be a big fly ball that finds its way into shallow right field for a base hit to get things going in the top of the 6th inning. Was that Brianna Hernandez? No, I'm sorry. That was Courtney Sherwood.
Correct. Out in right field is Brianna Hernandez, who was unable to sprint over and get the ball.
10 is now substituting for 5.
It's pinch runner.
So Vasallo. So Stasel will be the pinch runner, and she'll take off as she attempts to steal second, and she's in there with a stolen base.
Had to see that coming, John.
As Courtney Sherwood is the batter for Kean University.
1-0 is the count.
Sherwood struck out her last time up. And she's going to pop that up into foul territory, but it's handled by the third baseman, number 28, Lauren Hernandez. Another good play by Hernandez at the hot corner for the first out of the inning.
John, how much you want to... I'll bet you there's water bottle that she's going to bunt here.
All right. Stakes are high, Tom. Stakes are high. She did try to square around a bunt.
This half-drinking bottle of water on the line.
Right. Well, with the speedster on second now, the pinch runner. And she's going. It's a hit and run play. Oh!
Beats the tag.
Called safe on the steal attempt. So Kean has a runner now at third. No need to bunt here unless they're going to go for a suicide squeeze. I don't see that happening. Oh, yeah. Two and one. And that's going to be a foul ball. Bonfanti will come back as the count is now even at 2 with 1 out here in the top of this 6th inning. 5-1 the score. Kean with a runner on third. Pitching the entire game has been Jackie Lara for Rutgers Newark. That's going to be high and outside.
Pitch count up to 91. It's nearing the century mark and half of what she pitched last week here in that crazy 10-inning game against Montclair.
That's right. Count full. Lara deals inside, fouling it off. Is Maria Bonfanti. Lara shielding the sun from the right side of her face. Finds the sign and delivers. Strike 3. Gorgeous pitch by Jackie Lara for the second out of the inning here in the top of the 6th.
Well, John, congratulations. You won a half-drinking bottle of water.
I will cherish it always, John. And it's now the leadoff hitter, Paige Metz. With a runner on third and 2 away. Lara, strike 1 to Metz. I wonder if Paige is a Yankees or a Mets fan. And that's going to get away from the catcher, Tomasetti. And taking advantage of the wild pitch is number 10, Julia Stasel.
Just lost control of that one.
So Tomaselli had no shot at reaching that one, as Lara will get credited with the wild pitch to make the score 6-1 here in the top of the 6th inning.
That
2-2 now the count to Paige Metz.
Speaking of favorite baseball teams, who is your favorite baseball team, John?
Growing up, it would be the New York Yankees. And, of course, I'm a little play on words as
Absolutely.
we have Paige Metz here up at the plate. But, yeah, grew up not far from the Bronx, New York. So, you know, that was just the way it was. My dad had some long-time connections to the Yankees as well. And that's going to be a base on balls for Metz. Yeah, I remember going to my first game around 8 years old and just being in awe of the stadium and the whole thing. So we shall see. Yankees off to a bit of a shaky start this season. They've got Toronto tonight, or they did last night. Anyway, it's all about Rutgers Newark and Kean College right now. As Taryn DiGiacomo, the left-hander, takes ball one.
That pitch by Lara brings her to the century mark of 100.
Jackie Lara now at 101 pitches. Oh, diving play by Hernandez, but won't have time to get rid of the ball. But I got to tell you what, Lauren Hernandez has looked tremendous at third base today for Rutgers Newark, making some key stops. Lauren Hernandez dialed in at third base.
She has done everything Coach has asked her to do.
That's going to be low. Ball one to Jen Majorak.
Majorchuk.
Majorchuk. Write that out. Majorchuk. Do we have pronunciations?
We do.
Here in the back? Oh, look at that. Yes, we do.
Count 2-0. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The Cougars lead this game 6-1, scoring 6 runs on 11 hits. A big lead by Metz.
Wow, look at that.
Tried to bait the throw to no avail. That brings the count to 2-1 after Lara threw a strike.
Three and one now.
At this point, Metz is just baiting the Scarlet Tomaselli to throw it down to second so she can take third and put runners on the corners.
Indeed. Lara deals. A little movement on that pitch. Going to be called strike. 3-2 with 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Kean up 6-1. Runners on first and second. Big pitch coming up here for Jackie Lara. Swinging away into shallow center field. Coming up with a diving catches Michelle McMillan for the final out of the inning. A gorgeous diving, sliding grab by number 2, Michelle McMillan. Some great plays out in the field today all around. The score will remain 6-1 as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be back on Raider Vision right after this. Welcome back to Frederick Douglass Field. Now batting number 4, Masha Corbett for the Scarlet Raiders here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Masha takes for a called strike. And swinging away, fouling it back is Corbett as Marino is up 0-2 on Masha Corbett, the number 2 hitter today.
Masha 0 for 2 on the day.
Staying alive with that foul ball.
First inning, unassisted out at first before a 1-4 sack bunt, which moved Jackie Root over to third, where she was stranded in the bottom of the third.
And Marino deals. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Masha Corbett. Masha with a big smile on her face as she had a very good-looking piece of hitting on that one. Jackie Lara will step into the box for the Scarlet Raiders.
Jackie Lara, 1 for 2 on the day. Strikeout and a double.
And that's going to go foul. Corbett takes off running. Oh, 1 to Lara. Marino for Kean. Deals outside, 1-1. As the catcher, Hengeveld, takes a look over at Corbett at first. In there for a called strike 2. Lara now, 1-2 the count. Fouling it away. Keep the count at 1-2 is Jackie Lara. Corbett at first. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kean up by 5. That's going to be called a ball. Even up the count at 2-2 with no out. Scarlet Raiders threatening here in the 6th inning. As Lara will ground it to the third baseman, checking the runner at second and opting to throw to first was number 5, Nicole Vasallo. And it will be Michelle McMillan coming to the plate now for the Scarlet Raiders with 1 away. Michelle with a gorgeous catch in center field to end the inning. Marino deals. Nice base hit by Michelle McMillan. Holding the runner at third is head coach Caitlin Seamster, as Masha Corbett will be held at third and Michelle McMillan goes to second. So it will be runners at second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As the Scarlet Raiders are making some noise with 1 out. Runners at second and third, and it's the catcher. Tomaselli looking to take advantage of this situation with runners in scoring position. One and one to Tomaselli. Marino deals. That's going to be low, ball 2. 2-1. Marino deals, getting a piece of that as Tomaselli to keep the count at 2-2. Corbett, the runner at third. McMillan, the runner at second. 2-2. Marino deals, Tomaselli swings, and it's going to be another foul ball.
It's a good at bat here by Tomaselli.
Tomaselli hanging in.
Staying
She's
alive.
due. She's due. Like to see Tomaselli get a hold of this one.
0 for 2 today in this game.
She gets up underneath it into shallow left field. It's going to be taken by the shortstop for the out. So Tomaselli flies out to the shortstop for out number 2 as Alex DiMartino will get a chance to drive in a couple of runs here with 2 away in the bottom of the 6th inning. Marino deals. That's going to be low inside, ball 1. DiMartino gets set. Marino, ball 2. Marino's got an interesting grip that she utilizes from time to time. It seems like it's an overhand, underhand, a lot of deception in that release by Marino, but it's going to be 3-0 now to DiMartino.
I wonder if Kean has anybody warming up in the bullpen in case Marino starts to lose control here.
And the payoff pitch is in there for strike 1. The 3-0 pitch, I should say, is in there.
You'd have to imagine if Scarlet Raiders start making a comeback here, we'll see DiGiacomo re-enter the circle.
Would not be surprising. Oh, and just a little bit of a hesitation on that swing out of DiMartino as Marino gets back to full count here. 3-2, 2 away. Big pitch coming up. DiMartino's got to keep those feet set. And she gets a piece of that one. Alex looked a lot better with that swing there. Count still full at 3-2. This is becoming a good at-bat here for DiMartino facing Marino. That's going to be ball 4. Bases loaded. Down by 5. The 5th run is represented here at home plate. The potential 5th run. As that's going to be another ball.
Pitching coach calling a time to help settle down her pitcher, Marino. Up to bat is Lauren Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez is going to step out, talk to her head coach, Caitlin Seamster, as there's a bit of a powwow on the mound as Marino is getting touched up here in the 6th inning. But it looks as though Marino will stay in the ball game. Annabella Marino, the sophomore out of Bordentown with 2 away here in the bottom of the sixth. Bases loaded. Huge opportunity for Hernandez. Strike. Lauren Hernandez, who's done some wonderful work at third base here in game number 2, has an opportunity to contribute offensively, and it's going to be a called strike 2 as the bat stays on the shoulder of Lauren Hernandez. Down to her final strike with 2 away here in the 6th inning. Bases loaded. Marino deals outside. Ball 2. Good eye, Lauren Hernandez.
After that meeting in the circle, saw the pitching coach come over and talk to Giacomo. Just letting her know, probably get ready should anything happen here. Might have to insert you into this game.
And here it is. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run comes in. 2 runs will score. And coming in for the 3rd run, clearing the bases, is Lauren Hernandez. Good, big heads-up hustle play by Alex DiMartino to come in for the 3rd run of the inning. Cutting the lead are the Scarlet Raiders. It's now 7-4.
6-4.
6-4. Scoreboard was incorrect there for a moment. 6-4, the lead now 2 as this 2-out rally continues. That's going to be a blooper down the right field line for the 3rd out of the inning. That was Madison DeGiorgio who grounded out on that play. But we will go to the 7th inning with Rutgers Newark just down by 2. As Lauren Hernandez with a huge hit, knocking in 3 runs. We'll be back with the 7th inning right after this. So it will be Kean College
Kean University
holding on to Kean University holding on to a slim 2-run lead here in inning number 7 as their number 4 hitter, Maddie Carlson, steps into the box.
Scarlet Raiders have now made this a game, John. 2 runs separate the 2.
Big inning. The best hitter for Kean University up at the plate in Maddie Carlson. Jackie Lara taking something off of that pitch.
The Scarlet Raiders can hold Kean scoreless here. The batters for the Scarlet Raiders are 9-1-2, so top of the lineup with a chance to tie and win the game in dramatic fashion at home.
And swinging at that was Carlson, and a good play to get the streaking Carlson out at first for out number 1. And it will be Isabella Polash. Isabella from Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. She's just a freshman. She faces Jackie Lara. Lara's pitched the entire game, and it's now 1-1. Laura deals. Polash takes for ball 2. Two balls, one strike. Lara, swing and a miss. Count even at 2. Lara deals. That's going to be just outside. Count now full at 3-2. Jockey Lara, a good-looking pitch. Came with a heat on that one. Polash gets a piece to stay alive. Count remains full. 6-4, 2-run ball game here in the top of the 7th. 1 away, count full. And the payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4. Polash takes her base. And it's going to be Skylar Hengeveld from Percassi, PA, the catcher, coming up with 1 away. Runner now on first base. And that'll be called strike. 0-1 to Hengeveld. Polash to first. Jockey Lara looking to shut Kean down as that pitch gets away from the catcher. Tomaselli just couldn't hang on to that one, as the count is now even at 1. The runner advancing to second base on the wild pitch. So it's Polash now in scoring position with Hengeveld now at 2-1. Lara deals. That's going to be out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in this 7th inning.
To the count, 1 out, runner on second.
Lara deals. It's going to be inside and hit the batter. Or was it
away.
a foul ball?
Skylar 0 for 3 today. Grounded out to the third baseman, second inning, and then struck out swinging twice. Head athletic trainer, Brian.
I think it must have caught her somewhere, Tom.
Yeah, might have caught her under the chin with his utility tool belt. Not needed at this at bat. As he runs back over to his setup in front of us.
2-2, 1 away. Runner on second. Jackie Lara deals inside. This is turning into one heck of an at-bat for number 18, Hengeveld, hanging in there against Jackie Lara. Oh, that was close.
Just
called ball 3.
I think that crossed the plate, but I think it was just a little too low there, John.
A little too low, okay.
But again,
count full.
What do we know?
3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, check
check.
swing. Did she go? Yes, indeed. Sven Hengeveld went strike 3. 2 away now. Jackie Lara credited with the strikeout as the right base runner in scoring position at second is Polash. And that's cracked into center field, but there to haul it in
Not well enough to get past the speedster, Michelle McMillan.
Michelle McMillan, very busy in center field today indeed, makes the catch for the third out of the inning. And last licks for Rutgers Newark, down by 2. Can they do it? We'll be back with the final at bat for the Scarlet Raiders here on Raider Vision in just a moment. We are back here in the bottom of the 7th inning as a new pitcher is warming up for the Kean University Cougars. It's number 19, Heather Clevenger. Heather's a junior out of Hamilton, New Jersey, Nottingham High School, 5'5" tall. Looking to close things out for the Kean University Cougars. Kean taking game 1 of this doubleheader and looking to remain undefeated today as they come in standing at 13-2 on the season. And at bat, now it's number 11, Brianna Hernandez.
Brianna Hernandez, 0 for 2 on the day. Strikeout swing, and then the unassisted put out at first.
And Hernandez will swing away. It's going to be close to playable, and it is caught for the out by the first baseman, number 24. That's number 21, Isabella Polash. Good looking catch by Polash as she fought the wall in foul territory. Polash looking good on that play with a big out for the Cougars. Grounding into that out is number 22, Jackie Arute. And just like that, the Scarlet Raiders are down to their last out as number 4, Masha Corbett, comes to bat.
Just 3 pitches here, John.
And Clevenger has been lights out. It's all up to Corbett. Strike 1. Down to their last 2 strikes.
All 4 pitches have been strikes. Scarlet Raiders trying to finally, I guess they liked the pitch early and just decided to swing instead of being patient.
Yeah, and Clevenger is not wasting any time. She's saying, here it is. Swing. I'm throwing them right down the middle. Corbett now at 0-2. Down to her final strike as Clevenger has been nothing but aces here in the bottom of the 7th. And it's strike 3 as Clevenger shuts down the Scarlet Raiders here in the bottom of the 7th. The final score, Kean University 6, your Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders 4. They made a game of it, Tom, but the Kean University Cougars will improve their record to 14-2 with the sweep here today of the Scarlet Raiders at home at Frederick Douglass Field. Rutgers Newark will fall to 0-8 on the season. Tom, when are we back in action?
We're back in Raider Vision. We're back in action on Thursday.
Back
For-
in action.
Yep, for baseball action against Montclair,
That'll be baseball on
Correct,
Thursday,
pending
depending on
the
the weather.
weather.
Right,
and then back in action again for baseball on Saturday.
right. And then the girls, the ladies here are on the road after today, this softball.
They're back in action on Tuesday here.
Tuesday at home. Okay. Hope you guys got that all down. Well, listen, it was a much better game number 2 for Rutgers Newark as they made it a lot closer, playing a tough nationally ranked team in the Kean University Cougars. Lots of benefits to be taken from this second game. The Bats awoke, 4 runs being scored, but unable to put together a complete game thus far this season have been the young Scarlet Raiders. The season is still alive. More games to be played, more opportunities for wins. We thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today on Raider Vision on YouTube. We've got men's baseball coming up this week, so tune in on Thursday for that. On behalf of Athletic Director Mark Griffin, Sports Information Director Tom Krichkowski, I'm John Heffernan. Thanks so much to all the support staff here as well. We're here live, Frederick Douglass Field, Newark, New Jersey. Until next time, remember, everybody, let's go Scarlet Raiders! Have a great night, everybody.